Hello guys, and welcome to another video that we will do some stuff. And the stuff that we can do, we will do in this video, I'm noticing that our sword is as thin here as here, so I think that in the bottom part we should make it a little bit thicker. So how do we do this? Probably we can take it like this and then blur the mask. And then invert the mask, then put our thing here, and oops, sorry about that, and try to put it in the middle and then make it a little bit wider in this area here. It's not much, but whatever. Yeah, so next thing we have to do, with the exception of the pommel of course, is these straps here that are wrapped around our sword. Let me try to zoom in. Okay, so these straps we have to do, and we have to figure out how to do them. We have few ways of doing them, and one of the ways I think will be probably not easier, but easier. Yeah, so we have to just append a cylinder, then find it, click on it with Alt, and then put it in this position here. Then put the polyframe on and just leave only one poly loop here. Of course, they'll hidden after that, and then oops, we can make it broader so it will be exactly the size of this strap. Then we'll make it a little bit like this and move it so it's in the center. And now we have this kind of a strap. The other thing I want to do is delete some of those loops here, because they are just messing with our thing and they will mess up with our design later. So it's better to remove them now. Okay, so first I want to get the strap, and let's see from which side will look the sword. Probably from this side. So first strap will be like this, from here to this area here, maybe like this. Okay, now I'll make it a little bit broader and a little bit bigger on all sides, and then with the move brush I'll just make some adjustments. And there will be no symmetry here because we don't need it. You'll see that we don't need the symmetry, and on the contrary, the symmetry will just mess up with our thing, so it's better to not have it. I'm deleting some loops. It's better to not have a lot of loops here, because otherwise it will be a little bit curvy, which is not our first choice, you know. Then I will control move it, and it's effectively copying it. And then let's try like this, 180 degrees. Why not? It's just fun, plain fun. So I'll make it like this, and I'll go to reverse the mask and then go like this. I'm just trying to adjust it so it's a little bit better. Reverse the mask, move this to the sword a little bit like this, then reverse the mask and move it a little bit more. So this will be from this side visible. Then we will do this, move it, place this here, and then from this side we will just make it bigger, and we will make it a little bit like this. Okay, now we have this, and then of course what we can make now is the other straps, how they look from this side. Then we will decide how they will look from the other side. But now we just wanna see how they look from this side. This is how this is what interests us. We want this side only. Or if I can say, I want this side only. Okay. This is from here. It's looking like this. This will be cool. And then of course I'll move it down to make the last piece, which will be here and will be something like this. So now we have our basic things, and we have to just adjust them so they will fit better in our design. For example, in the back, we have to connect this to this, and then we'll see how it goes. So this will go like this, and this will go here. So we'll connect this to this. So first, what I want to do is delete some polygons like this, and then move some polygons. We have to think which one is going where. This one will go down, this one will go up, and they will meet. Basically, as you can see, I will go here and bridge those together. Then I'll bridge those together also. And then I will get this, move it down, and basically I will bridge it with this. It's not exactly the perfect choice, but we don't have too much choice, so I think it's cool. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I cannot see it, so I will just move it like this, and then I'll go and bridge it not like this, but with this, and I'll try to catch it. That's why I just move it above the other one, but obviously it's not enough. I have to go a little bit no, oops, yes, okay. So I did it. Now I have some kind of a loop, crazy loop, which is not ideal, but it looks believable. And the main thing, I don't know if I have told you already, I think I did, but the main thing about these designs is not to be perfectly like the real world. Most of the time that will make it believable, but to make it believable is the choice. And not only believable, but to make it interesting. Even if it's not exactly super believable, if it's interesting, it's cool. So I'll insert a little bit of loops here, because otherwise we will not have too much control over it. Now it's better. And I think this is good enough. I don't want to make something else from it. It's looking cool. And like I said, pretty much good enough, which is the case, and which is what we're fighting for here. We're fighting for good enough and a little bit better. If we're fighting, for example, good enough and a lot better than good enough, then we will go to another level of time. We'll have to deal with time a lot, you know. We'll have time issues. Because if you want to do something perfectly, you have to spend a lot of time on it. It's almost inevitable. Except if you're super experienced and professional or something. Which I don't think I am. I'm just I know how to get the work done in the time that I have to do it, you know. It's just that. So let's do this the thickness now. Extrude all polygons. Let's do this thickness like this, then flip, and then crease, just to see how it goes. But no, we have to have this. Yeah. So Control Z a few times. It's now cool, and now we'll make this strap here. How? We'll just delete this one, and then we'll move this a lot. We'll move it like way up here, way down here, down here. Yeah, my English is getting better, but it's getting a little bit of Texas accent. I don't know what I'll do with this Texas accent. How I'll teach people. They cannot understand me. Whatever. Okay. Hopefully you can understand me even without my Texas accent, with my just basic Bulgarian accent. Which, yeah, I might say that I'm proud of my Bulgarian accent, but I'm not proud. I want to speak proper English. That's the truth. And I haven't learned a lot. I haven't studied a lot English in school. I studied English for about like 4 years in school, I think. And then we just didn't have any language in the higher grades, which was very strange. But the thing is, if you want to learn something, as it's with ZBrush and 3D Max and whatever, if you want to learn it, the school won't stop you. It probably can help you, but it's not mandatory in my opinion. You can do it by yourself, watching tutorials and having the will and the practice. Practice is the main thing. Yeah, everybody will tell you that the practice is the main thing, and probably you will realize it by yourself in some point. I think they have told me you have to practice, and I was like, okay, everybody say that. What does that mean? But yeah, it means exactly that. You have to practice. It doesn't mean anything fancy or something. You have to just spend time. It's enough, just time. And of course, yeah, effort. The thing is that if you spend just time and do something all over and over again, the same thing, you'll be good at it. But the thing is that it could be wrong. For example, when I was young, I was drawing human figures, and I was making the same anatomical mistakes because I didn't know that I'm making them. And I was making them years and years until I've reached the Bames anatomy and some other anatomies, and I was like, oh, this was that. Who knew? But you have to know, because in this day and age of information, you have a lot of information, and you have no excuse to not know something. If you have difficulties with some parts, no matter what kind of part it is, it's part of modeling or it's a body part, you have to just concentrate, do it, and when you know exactly where your weaknesses are, you can work on them. You can research, you can look at your own reference, your own body, your own image reflection, you can mirror reflection, you can do whatever, yeah. But you have to just be patient and do it. Just do it. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. and now it's starting to look fine, but yeah, there are some places that it doesn't look good. I'll crease it in 2. I'll crease it in a little bit bigger crease, like this. So uncrease all and crease again, and here we have a crease. No, we don't have crease. It's just we have to delete this poly, for example. No insert, but with Alt we delete it. So now it's cool. Now it's better. Alright, we have some kind of a strap. Not the best strap we have, but it's not the worst either. So we can deal with it. The thing is that I have to put you can see we have to have this metal part here, which is very easy. We can go here, load brush, and again here, load brush, which I'm going with B. Big K on the keyboard. B is the brush, and it's open the brush palette. You can open it from the brush menu, of course. And caps and buckles, we open it, then we press B again, we are on it, and we can get this, for example. Yeah, it's enough. And we just put it and adjust it for better performance. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, we can adjust it a little bit more, of course, since it's not exactly perfect. And of course, we can go to this, accept the polygons, the dynamic subdivision, apply it, then Control D a few times, and then move this, then D, then F, and then move this a little bit. Yeah, very, very cool. Starting to look cool. Strapping business. Pretty nice. Nice. And then of course we can do our trademark, but first we have to flip it, I think. No, we don't have to. Okay, it's cool. I thought we have to flip it since, oops, since it was giving me a little bit of strange readings, but we don't have to, which is good. Okay, I'm just trying to make it more organic, like we know. Sterile. Not to be sterile. All right. We have it. It's pretty cool. So let's continue with this pommel thing. If you know what pommel is, it's exactly this bottom part of the blade, which is heavy here. So when you weld the blade, you will have a counterweight to the blade part itself. So they make this a little bit of weight here in the back of the handle, and that's for this. Ooh, nice. But either way, okay. Sometimes ZBrush fix itself, which is cool. I appreciate that a lot, basically a lot. So if we want to make this a perfect cone, we have to do just this, del hidden, and then just go here and make it bigger, better, faster. Okay, so I think this should be a perfect circle here. It looks like it, but it's probably not. So let's make it like the handle, like the rest of the handle I mean, and will be cool. And then of course we mask this, the bottom part. If I did it, I don't. So we demask it and then just squeeze it a little bit. And that will be this part. And of course in the next video we will finish the sword and put it on our model and continue with other interesting things. But the sword starts to look pretty good. It's not exactly perfect, but starts to look pretty good. So see you in the next one.